They call me Q the Don, I'm sipping Don Q. Copped a flight to Puerto Rico, brought my whole crew.
For starters,
And I
Q,
ain't
just
never
like
trying
for
to
you
leave, it's only
to
week
introduce
two.
yourself,
I
let
hate
us know
that
who
every
you are,
single
where
bitch
you
is
come
trying to
from,
take
what
my
you do.
vibe too.
Sure. My name's Q. I'm from Torrance, California. I currently reside in Carson, but I'm a South Bay baby. I've been running around South Bay, LA, Hollywood my whole life. Yeah, I'm pretty much just a product of my environment. I love making music and inspiring people and building shit and just creating art in general.
So the first thing I'd like to get into on that note, local artists, something I find extremely commendable in this field is the effort that goes into that. You know, some people would say it's crazy being an artist, putting your dedication into something like this. Why are you doing it? What is your drive? What's making you do something that's so out of pocket in some other people's opinions and perspectives?
Totally. And that's really good. I think why I'm doing it is purely because it's fun. It's just fun to do. I mean, that's like the simplified version. Like, obviously it gives me some type of like therapy and like fulfillment for just like all these experiences and shit that I'm doing every day. Putting into the music is kind of like sharing it with someone, and people a lot of people that are too scared to do things like to live vicariously through other people. So if I can share that with someone or make someone want to go outside and do some shit, I'm gonna do it. But other than that, it's just purely fun. I've been doing it for a couple years now, and it's just a fun way to like do it. And you mentioned like the work that goes into it and the recording process. Everyone records differently, you know what I mean? But I've kind of been able to find a cool method that I fuck with that keeps me going, and I just have to make a song good enough to play in the car on the way home. If I can play in the car on the way home, I'm bumping it, people are fucking with it, I'm happy.
A lot of different reasons flowing into that.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Was there maybe like a particular moment of realization that you might have had throughout your life where you realized like, all right, this is a passion that I have, this is something that I want to dedicate time and energy to?
Yeah, totally. So I made my first song when I was like freshman in high school. I was in a group, and they were all seniors. They were all older than me. They were all like Mexican black kids, and they all like I was super small, and I was just small white blonde hair, just like surfer dude running around with them, and they were all rappers. They were all super into it. They're producers making beats and all this shit, and I just I've always been drawn to that kind of stuff. I've always been involved, like a fan of music and the hip hop space. Yeah, I made my first song, and I was like, oh, this actually kind of goes. I was like, my voice sounds cool in here. We were in a little studio, like a little like closet. It was his little sister's closet that we just taped shit on the walls, and we just made it work, and it was fun. I was staying up all night with your friends, like making music. There's nothing like that. And I originally wasn't even into rapping. I just wanted to make music videos. I wanted to do photography and film. And I was just like, well, if I just make the song, then I have something to make a music video about and edit and all this stuff. So originally I was just...
Do it on your own.
Yeah, originally I was just like recording their music videos of their shit, and then I just started rapping and doing it, and I was like, oh, fuck. And then years later, fast forward to me, like, diving into the Cali Plug world, I was an unpaid intern for a long time, shooting photos and videos in studio sessions. So now, like, damn, now I'm working at a studio, and it's really in my face, and I'm, like, getting to link up with all these rappers I used to listen to growing up, and watching their recording process and all this stuff. And eventually I was just like, yo, I can do that, and I have shit to say that, and I live a cool life that people would want to like hear about. So I just started doing it on my own. Yeah.
How old were you when you initially started making those first songs with your classmates or younger friends?
So I was probably like 14 and I made a song, but I didn't think too much into it. And before then, even in middle school, like I lived in a warehouse, similar to this. And I'd have homies come over. It was a little grimier in my situation, but I'd have homies come over and we'd spray paint shit and make rap groups and all this shit. But I was never the rapper. I was just always bringing everyone together. But then, yeah, 14 was probably when I made my first song. And then fast forward to, like, age, like, 18, 19. Then I started thinking, like, oh, maybe I could do this. Because this music started sounding better. I had something different that people didn't have at the time. And I'd say maybe, like, 18, 19 is when I was like, okay, let's start recording, like, making shit.
So on that note too, I noticed, like, you mentioned the friends that you had on a younger level, and then you started to grow up and work with Callie a little bit more, and some change of influence started to happen. Anyone that you could kind of credit yourself to? I mean, even with your late friend Chris King, who had passed away recently, moving into somewhat of a different note.
Yeah.
Sort of influences into your rap game now that you could give some credit to.
Damn. Probably the most credit I could give for a musician is my friend Dylan. Dylan was a really good friend of mine, and he actually, during that time when I was an intern, and those first couple songs that I made, they were so horrible, but he was like my biggest fan and was like pushing me to do this shit. He was like, bro, your shit is fire. I can see potential here. He's like, you have to keep, like, no matter what, you have to keep doing this. And he made music too, and we were into all the same music. Because I've never been into mainstream music till very recently. I've always been, like, digging through the corners of the internet, finding just weird shit to listen to. And me and Dylan really, like, a lot of our music tastes kind of correlated with each other. And yeah, he was just my biggest fan. He's like, bro, you have to keep doing this. We'd make songs together, we'd freestyle together. He's always pushing me. Come on, bro, come on, let's just go. And yeah, he was definitely my biggest fan. And he shortly after that passed away to fentanyl overdose. So it's just crazy to see how far my music has come since then. And it's like, damn, I wish he could see that shit. And I was like, I honestly owe it to him, because he died like a week after he turned 18. So it's almost like I owe it to him to do something with this shit, because it's like the chance that he never got. You know what I mean?
Saw it in you too.
Totally.
So reflecting on that, moving forward as well, like, do you have any influence like that on yourself now, or is it something where you realize, like, you know what, Dylan was right. This is what I got. How does it make you feel?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I still have people like that in my life that push me to do stuff like that, but everyone's on their own thing, bro. Everyone's hustling. Everyone's got some type of niche or place in the industry. I mean, that's just LA shit, bro. Everyone's on their own pathway to whatever they're doing, but I try to find inspiration in everything, bro. Like, anytime, like, not even just people, just, like, experiences and, like, film and old music and, like, traveling especially. I think traveling might give me the most inspiration, like, just removing yourself from your element and just, like, absorbing new shit to talk about.
Go and embrace in life.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I love that. So moving into a little bit of a different direction here, you know, you got 3 songs out at the moment on your YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
To mention, you know, in no disrespect, 3 songs over 2 years. It's not that that's a bad thing, but these 3 songs, Q, I say, like, they are extremely well put together.
Bro,
some fantastic lyricism, some great production work, with that being said. And then on top of that, like, I'm sure you know, you have some folks who you'll tell, be like, hey, like, I'm a rapper, and some will be like, you know, brush it off, like, just another SoundCloud rapper.
For
and
sure.
I've brought this up to tons of people, like, yo, my friend's a rapper, like, you should check out his stuff, and they'll say, like, something along a similar line, like, all right, sure, yeah. And I'll play him a song, and they'll be like, dude, like, I wasn't expecting him to be like this. You know, like, when they listen to a new rapper, they'll hear it out, have a certain expectation, but when there's potential, you know, it'll affect them in a different manner.
Totally.
So, 3 songs, 2 years. I know you said you got a lot of stuff prior to filming. You were mentioning you got a lot of stuff logged up on your phone.
Yeah.
What's next for you in that regard? Moving forward, any intentions of your further release or bigger projects? What do you have on your plate?
Yeah. That's funny you mentioned that. Yeah, I do have a lot in the tuck right now, which I've had for a while. I know I'm the worst with that, but the rollout is happening now. Filming music videos, keeping them stored, ready to drop consistently. I've got a couple features too. You mentioned the Chris King one. That's one that just came out. R.I.P. Chris King. Oh my God. Super dope guy in my life. But yeah, more music videos, more shit like this. We did No Jumper recently. We did Hoodstocks recently. Yeah, bro. I think the features are probably the most exciting part because a lot of people in the like I've been in the industry for a while, bro, and you're right. I only do have a few songs out, but some of the relationships that I built in the industry with just like music, art, cannabis, LA, hustling, it's like it's all kind of under the same umbrella, and it's the nightlife, like a lot of it's kind of in the same realm, and they all kind of feed off each other. So a lot of these guys already know me from, you know, a lot of these guys know me from God knows what in the cannabis space, but it's cool that some of them are now like, what, he makes music? Like, I didn't even know this. And now we're able to get some really good features just off, like, organic shit. I mean, that's probably the most exciting thing that I can share.
It was another thing I was going to touch into that I had planned at least with just the environment that you grew up in. I think it's extremely fascinating the opportunity that you have on your plate and what's ahead of you. Like, growing up as a South Bay local, you know, someone who was kicking it around the beach all the time, and then on top of that, you know, later on in your life, you started to intertwine in, like you said, the cannabis industry, which is already, with that note, with someone like Cali, you know, you have a lot of influence in that sort of pedestal to reach out to these rappers and that industry on top of that.
Totally.
So what sort of influence did you find in that community as well? Like, growing up, looking out throughout all the influence that you had, whether it was like your cliques or your community, like from where you grew up or in your workspace, like how is that affecting you as an individual and then also your career?
Well, my growing up has been interesting for me, bro. Like, I feel like I'm blessed, bro. Honestly, like, I live in the coolest place on the planet. Like, LA is just sought after in general. Like, people come here to go on vacation, make songs about it, fall in love out here. It's like LA's. I feed off everything from that LA and California, Southern California, South Bay. I feed off everything here that we have to offer, bro. Yeah. Like you said, being at the beach, traveling, surfing, skating. Like, I've always grown up, I've had like, it's weird, like, I've kind of like had like a rocky childhood, I'd say, but in the best way possible, because like I don't have any siblings. I've always been kind of on my own, and I've always been able to like navigate shit no matter what. And it's been cool to see where I'm at now compared to where I was when I was, 13, 14. It's like, damn, bro, like, I don't know. And I'm nowhere near where I want to be, even. I'm not even close. Like, there's so much to be done, and there's so much to create and explore. But, yeah, bro, I don't know. I'm blessed. I want to be, like, I don't know. I feel like rap goes in phases of, like, what area is kind of reigning supreme and, like, what's influencing the internet and, like, just what's, like, has a hold on the pulse of this shit. And it's like, you've seen like Atlanta take over, and then you've seen like Florida take over, and then you've seen like Texas and Southern rappers and all this shit. And there's like all these different styles. New York, for example, the lingo, like all that shit. It like infiltrates its way to the industry and just kind of goes in phases of what's hot right now. But I want to be like the main one for the West Coast and LA. I want to be like really like taking this shit to the moon. I want to bring LA back, like, to where it first started.
Be that representative of the town.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Man, most definitely. Someone's got to do it now.
Yeah, right? Like, I don't know. Absolutely. People are saying LA rap's dead, and it's like, no, they're just not looking close enough.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, man. Right there. I think that, having someone like yourself on this show really goes to testify that there are people out here among our communities who are bringing this sort of influence back. It's just under your nose. It's right here. There's someone who is genuine, who's providing real work, something that's raw. And you can tell that they got the right influences. They got the right community around them. Someone like yourself, man, like, I think you got all the right pieces moving for you right now. Mm-hmm. And it's cool to hear that you're ready to start releasing all these new tunes and new pieces of work. I got a lot of belief in you personally. and I know that people out there believe in you as well. So, coming from me, I'm excited to see what you got ahead of you, Keaton. That's for sure.
Thank you, bro.
And on that note too, kind of touching off of what you've been doing, where you're going. Recently had a opening show for 1,000 Band. You were talking about also opening for young bands as well.
Yes.
Some huge steps for you. And what you got going on with Cali Plug this weekend as well? You were talking about maybe going on tour with him. Is that something that's in the works?
Yeah, I think we're going on tour. We've been in Chicago for Cali every other week, hence the young band show. The Fawny show, the 1,000 Band Fawny show was out here in at Los Globos in LA, but yeah, the tour's gonna be sick. We went on tour with Benny the Butcher, that was dope. Now we're going on tour just for Cali Plug, just for East Coast shit, Boston. I think we're going to Albany next. Yeah, any opportunities I'm getting to perform in these other states, I'm gonna take, bro. I mean, the Young Bands one was really fun in Chicago. My first time doing a show in Chicago. I've been going out there for a while, so that was cool. Felt good. Did some stuff in the Bay, opened for Chris Travis in the Bay. That was dope. And then I've done a bunch of shows out here, opening for DW Flame and just different LA artists. That's another thing that I kind of want to do, with my features, is I kind of wanted to stick to LA artists, at least for now. And that's kind of what I was teasing earlier. Some of the big ones that I have are actually from LA, and I'm really excited about it. And it's I'm blessed to live right here. It's because I couldn't have done it any other way. It's yeah, I don't know. It's cool. I don't know. I'm blessed. I'm grateful, and I'm trying to take this shit to the moon, bro. I'm trying to take this shit to the moon, and I want to keep getting cool features and working with different people, and yeah, bro.
Any other reflections moving forward off of these next steps? That's next stepping stones that have been coming for you, bigger shows, bigger named artists.
Yeah.
What are the reflections coming off your mind in terms of what you've been doing, and now how does it make you feel moving forward after what you've came from, and now actually having some real authentic and names to show for it?
Totally. I think I want to just get crazy with the music videos. I visuals are really important to me. I started doing that before music. So it'd be cool to kind of get a little bit hands-on with directing and writing and stuff like that. I really want to do acting. I've got a bunch of family in the industry that are in various shit. I don't even want to get into it, but I think people will be surprised, but also not surprised to see me in other realms of entertainment. So yeah, I'm always open to that shit. Music's always going to be here, you feel me? But it would be cool to do acting, and yeah, bro, I'm just trying to maximize on everything I've got going. I got a couple businesses that I'm starting. I want to get way more active in the merch. I don't know if I gave you anything, but we just got Who Is Q Cali Plug shirts.
I seen you post about them.
Bro, they're loving it.
They're
Cali's calling me the pop-up rapper now, and they're playing my shit at the pop-ups, and
fuck yeah.
It's cool because the LA artists really fuck with me because I'm not trying to be anybody that I'm not, bro. Everything I'm talking about in my music is shit I'm doing every day. Shit that if you follow me on anything, you see me doing this shit every day. I'm not trying to do anything outside of what I'm good at and what I like doing, and they fuck with that, bro. People resonate with that, and when it comes to the pop-up stuff and the box talk and all the lingo and turkeys and bows and catching flights and putting packs and shit, it's the pop-up really attaches to that, and when they play it at the pop-up, it's almost like an inside joke, if you know kind of shit with this trap kind of weed world. So it's cool to see the customers' reaction to it because they have a different appreciation for it than the average Joe. So yeah, bro, I just want to keep doing that and keep the pop-up alive, bro. I want to I want to just keep going, bro.
I touched on it a little, but your work is real. The lyrics you talk about, like you just said, these are things that you do. You're the realest rapper that I know personally, man. I think you got a fantastic trajectory and environment to work from. I'm extremely excited to see what you got coming. As I mentioned, 3 songs out at the moment: Runway, PCH Cruisin', the third one remind me.
Lowrider.
Lowrider. And then also Q's going to hop on here and perform a couple songs for us as well.
Yes.
A specific one that you had up in the works coming out soon.
Yep, probably Don Q.
Don Q, there we go.
I'll play him a couple other ones. I'll let him pick. It's up to him.
Yeah, we'll see how we're feeling here, but got some good stuff in the work for you. Q, anything else you want to add on before we go? Anything you want to let the people know about how you're feeling?
That's it, bro. R.I.P. Dylan. R.I.P. Chris King. Thanks for having me. Shout out to Cali Plug. Have to. Yeah, more music on the way, more music videos, and more merch. So stay tuned for all that shit.
All right, my man. Always a pleasure, brother.
Yes.
Thanks for popping on.
No problem.
Tune in next time, folks. Next episode. Thanks for coming and checking out some more Finding Authenticity. There's art everywhere out there. Just about going and searching and finding it, and that's what we're here to do. Thanks for tuning in.
Marco, that's you.
Hey, look, they call me Q the Don. I'm sipping Don Q. Copped a flight to Puerto Rico, brought my whole crew. And I ain't ever trying to leave, it's only week 2. I hate the fact these city bitches trying to take my vibe too. Look, but we gon' vibe through. If I ain't busy making music, you can slide through. Just touched down up in the city, now we back to it. We get the work, it disappear, and then we keep moving. I be running around the world, but I'll be right back. I know you met some other guys, but I ain't like that. Look, cause they ain't fucking with me. You ain't want the shit, then you having fun with me. I know we can never be friends, cause you in love with me. I ain't ever making amends, cause you will run from me. I just wanna get some bows and make them disappear. But I get so caught up on these hoes like I ain't need a beer. They call me Q the Don, I'm sipping Don Q. Copped a flight to Puerto Rico, brought my whole crew. And I ain't ever trying to leave, it's only week 2. I hate the fact these city bitches trying to take my vibe too. Look, but we gon' vibe through. If I ain't busy making music, you can slide through. Just touched down up in the city, now we back to it. We get the work, it disappear, and then we keep moving.
Damn, Marco, that's you.
Hey, look, shawty looking for a bag, she don't ever have it. She say I'm looking like my dad, baby, you savage. She coming over with her friends, baby, keep the baggage. She gon' pull up with the she gon' let them have it. Steady stepping through my past, she won't run away. I know she missing what we have, maybe someday I could put you on her, I could put you on her own way. We can fall in love, but we could do this shit the fun way. Shawty looking for a bag, she don't ever have it. She say I'm looking like my dad, baby, you savage. She coming over with her friends, baby, keep the baggage. She gon' pull up with the she gon' let them have it. Steady stepping through my past, she won't run away. I know she missing what we have, maybe someday I could put you on her, I could put you on her own way. We can fall in love, but we could do this shit the fun way. Run it up, little baby, fuck it up. She just wanna pull up to the club and throw a honey up. I can't help the fact your older sister wasn't funny enough. One wrong move and I get caught up in that funny stuff. But I ain't over it, and I ain't over that. You ain't fucking with the truth and get about my rap. We got some bows up in the booth, so get about my trap. They got me tripping off the juice, so baby, how about that? Yeah, well baby, how about that? You can find me in the ocean, that's my habitat. Trying to ride the wave, she wanna see what happens after that. Back in the trap, now we got another aftermath. Still at the papa, so you know we gotta switch spots. Ducking 12 in the feds, we got the city hot. I ain't ever stop until I make my shit pop. I know the whole city waiting for my next drop. Shawty looking for a bag, she don't ever have it. She say I'm looking like my dad, baby, you savage. She coming over with her friends, baby, keep the baggage. She gon' pull up with the she gon' let them have it. Steady stepping through my past, she won't run away. I know she missing what we have, maybe someday I could put you on her, I could put you on her own way. We can fall in love, but we could do this shit the fun way. Shawty looking for a bag, she don't ever have it. She say I'm looking like my dad, baby, you savage. She coming over with her friends, baby, keep the baggage. She gon' pull up with the she gon' let them have it. Steady stepping through my past, she won't run away. I know she missing what we have, maybe someday I could put you on her, I could put you on her own way. We can fall in love, but we could do this shit the fun way.